welcome. Katie here. Thanks so much for joining me on the Imagine Crafts YouTube channel. Today I've got another simple card for you. We're going to create a wedding card for the happy couple. Nothing complicated yet again. I like to keep things simple and quick if I can, unless it's still simple and quick. It's just you got some extra steps. Now this one is a little bit more intermediate because we're going to use the BetterPress system. Now, you don't have to use the BetterPress system. I like to let people know that you can easily use these dies with a stamp positioner tool. So you don't need to have a foil system. You don't have to have the BetterPress system. But I love letterpressing. I like to blind letterpress. You know, these are just some tests that I did. This would be blind letterpressing, where, you know, you just press it into the paper. You can see some of the shadow of the letters, but you're not actually pushing it all the way through. You're not embossing. That's why cotton paper is so important. But sometimes I like to pull this out and use it and show you some ways that you can use your inks with it, especially your metallic inks, to be able to create some really beautiful, elegant cards. But you can do the same thing without a BetterPress system. You don't even need the BetterPress plates. You could do this with a stamp. A couple of stamps. So in place of use a floral stamp, and then what I would do is do that in regular ink in a soft color like I'm going to show you, and then use a larger text stamp or whatever for your sentiment. You could either obviously use word dies, or if you had a large stamp of text, then I would recommend embossing depending on the inks that you're using. So, if you're using, metallic inks, like we're going to do here, you probably could get away with stamping over top with, like we're going to do with the gold ink, just with regular inks and stamps. So you don't have to go to the extreme of having a BetterPress, but I had the stuff. I thought, why not? It's a great way to show off the metallic inks in the Brilliance line. And of course, you can use your Delicata inks the same exact way. So the floral image I'm going to use is from Altenew, and it's the Blossoming Bouquet. And then I don't have any packaging, but it's on our wedding day. It's a Spellbinders press plate that Paul Antonio did. And this, I just foiled it so that I could have this as like a template. So, I can kind of get an idea of what it might look like placement wise. And it's just nice to have in there. So we're going to start with our floral image. Now, what's nice about this whole system is that it's laid out for you. So you can look at this just like your A2 size card. So 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. In this instance, I'm just going to basically do it like a circle. We'll have a little bit of space in the center there. But I'm just going to basically do top and bottom. And I'm going to show you an easy way to do that without having to move the plates a second time on your paper. Okay, so push that down just a smidge. All right. And I do use some repositionable adhesive. These are from Scotch, so I just buy them off Amazon. And this paper is it is a cotton paper, so it is actually a letterpress paper from Savoy. I buy it in bulk. I bought it in bulk years ago, actually. And I just want to line these up. And this one happens to be 92 pound, but you see the thing is, and you can use watercolor paper here, that's fine. The difference between this paper and watercolor paper is watercolor paper has what's called sizing in it, if you're not familiar. and it just allows it to handle and control the flow of water with your pigments when you're watercoloring. And this doesn't. This you can use watercolors on, but there's no sizing to help, you know, manage the flow and all that stuff. So you can use any of those things. But the reason that they want you to use, and if you were to pay to have letter pressing done, they're using cotton paper, is because it and the thicker, the heavier weight. So this is 92 pound. This one that I did here was 118. It allows it to push, like sink into the paper, like your head sinks into the pillow. We're going to use some Platinum Planet on the floral. But it allows you to sink into the paper and press into it. And if you are, if you like to BetterPress, BetterPress, and your impression is going all the way through, cutting your paper, that kind of stuff, you're using way too much pressure in your machine. You need to take something out, because it actually should be very easy to roll through the die cutting machine to press it in. It shouldn't be like when you're embossing with an embossing folder, and sometimes you got to put a little muscle behind it to get it to roll through, especially now with the 3D embossing folders. Some of them are super thick. So just keep that in mind. I love it. I love the different ways. I love that you can layer these really nicely and it doesn't affect the initial stamping, the initial pressing. Okay, so I'm going to roll this through. I'll be right back. And I try to ink up really well, because it is absolutely hit and miss for me to roll through, twice, to ink up and roll through twice. So I definitely try. I might need to add a little bit more ink, but it's okay, because so when I use my metallic ink pads, Delicatas, Brilliance, Gold, any of my Brilliance inks, I try to have this be kind of dry, because otherwise it squishes all into the crevices and places that you don't want it. And I did re-ink this a little bit. I didn't layer it on. I just put a couple layers in earlier today, so that I could get the because it was totally dry. So this is how we did it the last time. So all we're going to do is we're going to just flip the plate. So our top is on the bottom and our bottom is on the top, and I'm going to roll it through. I'll be right back. So basically what I'm getting at is that this is probably going to be a little lighter than what I'm going to show you. But I like that, actually, because I can still see it's very subtle shimmer. It's not a ton, but it actually brings out the image a lot better. So don't be, it's okay if your your ink pad is a little bit on the dry side. Now, I'm going to try to line this up, and sometimes with the calligraphy stuff it can be a little bit hard to make sure you've got it in a straight line, so you just do the best you can. Alright, I think that's okay. Might be a little low, but we'll see. Alright. Galaxy Gold. All right. You can see how it layers it right over the top, and it doesn't affect the underside. It actually pushes out what was already there, which is neat. Okay, so we're done here. I wanted to show you this and the inks, and I went ahead and created the card like I did. Well, you might not see it. I don't know when this video is going to go compared to the first one I did. And actually, it allowed me to show you the difference too, because it is so subtle on this one since the ink pad was a little drier. I got a few stampings out of that too, so it wasn't like it was with re-inking it, you know, after I re-inked it. Okay, so this one I just put it on a piece of black cardstock to layer it, and then it's on a white card base, so A2 size, and you can kind of see the shimmer a little bit better here, I hope. I'm trying to catch it in these lights, and I mean, I can see it in real life, the subtle shimmer, but it outlines it enough so that while it seems like it's a blind letterpress like this one is, you can see that by using that Platinum Planet, we get a nice little, nice color to it. I don't know if that's better. That might be better to see. Blind over here on the right, and Platinum Planet on the left. I like it. Galaxy Gold on both. But let's compare it to this one that we just did. This cardstock's a little whiter. This is the 118 pound also, so it's a little whiter. Definitely a difference if you got more ink on it, but still okay, because I wanted the floral image to sit back and not be in your face. So I like that. And it's a nice one layer card. And then of course you can add some more stuff on the inside. I don't know if I can get, I'm trying to, I have a monitor over here, so I'm checking to see, and I can't tell if it's picking up the shine. I won't know for sure till I edit. But that's it. Not difficult. Can totally swap all these out, same inks, and just use stamps. And you see how if you've got a lighter color, that even if you're doing stamps, I think it's the Beautiful Bouquet comes to mind with Simon Says stamp. And then, you know, do it with the Platinum Planet. I think silver might be too dark. So, you know, you just want to do like a softer color and then have your sentiment be a little bit more bold. So even if you're using colors, pinks, purples, that kind of stuff, go on the lighter side of those shades. And that way you can use, like, you know, pink and blue go well together. So you could use blue as the sentiment over top. And that way you're not going to have the texture like you do with the press plates and stuff. But that's okay. You can still do the same technique, just with stamps. But that's a wrap, my friends. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next video.